captains have been picked. We've got Prod on team 1, team captain number 1, and then we've got Starvin, team captain number 2. First pick is going over to Prod for the game number 3. Prod, what do you want? Talk to me. Where's our head at?
I'm going to go Jan.
Janelle and the Beaver sitting.
What?
It's pretty fucking cringe.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Give me.
There is Jessica, though.
Yeah, give me Jazzy.
Is Jessica playing?
Get her in here. Why not?
Okay.
Jazz!
I can. You know what's crazy is I am on the other side of the house, right? I'm on the other side of the house. I have headphones on. I'm listening to music. I'm talking with you guys. Jess is on the other side of the house in her room with the door shut and her headphones on. I can hear her TikTok from here. She's watching TikTok and I can fucking hear it because she is watching shit on max fucking volume with her headphones on. It's crazy. It's crazy that I can hear her. I can hear the TikToks that she's watching right now. It's fucking cracked. Let me go get her.
With her headphones on?
Crazy. It's fucking crazy, isn't it?
That's devious.
Jess, you've been picked. Get off TikTok. Boom. She's in. We're ready to go. Luna Blackmoon, pick number 2. Talk to me.
Definitely not low.
All right. The Jared
Excellent
pick.
choices.
Incredible pick. Prod, back to you, Daddy.
I'm going to go Burnham.
Ooh, big Burnham pick again. Too late in the draft for me personally, but
yeah.
Let's get Burnham in here. Luna Blackmoon, back to you, gal. Demigod himself. Demigod invited. Prod, swinging it your way, Daddy. Talk to me.
What do I have?
You have Eric's roommate, Lucky, Sprangus, Toro, Wolfgar.
I'm gonna go with Lucky.
All right, big Lucky's coming off an incredible game on his Zinzao. Luna Blackmoon, to you now.
Eric's roommate.
Eric's roommate.
Huh?
Kind of a coin flip pick, but we like to see it. Prod, final pick of the evening. Who you got? Spragnar the Great being invited. Luna Blackmoon, you have Toro Noble or Wolfgar available to you. Am I missing anyone else? I don't think I'm missing anyone at all. I'm not missing anyone. Who? Wolfgar it is. He has been invited. The teams have been set. Do you guys have anything that you'd like to say to the people before we get into this next game?
It's gonna be a shit show.
Good. Rod?
Say something aggressive.
You to literally titty fuck my
Okay.
butt cheeks. Okay. This is crazy. Okay. Everybody get the fuck out of here.
Say something aggressive.
Everybody get the fuck out of my face right now. This is stupid. Holy frick. All right. Let's take a look at these teams right now, Eric, and let's talk about them. Team 1 versus Team 2. We've got Prod on Team 1, Shakna, Burnham, Lucky, and Sprangus. Team 2, we've got Luna Blackmoon, Jared, Demigod, Eric's roommate, and Wolfgar. Talk to me a little bit. Where's our heads at?
I mean, if I'm being honest, this is what I think. I think Team Prod is more like top heavy, right? But then they have really low lows. Because Burnham's excellent. He was hard carrying that game. Jessica, another character that can hard carry. But the Team 2, Luna Blackmoon, they're all like pretty okay. No one on their team's like really bad, but none of them are also like really good. Demigod goes about average. Jared's a pretty superstar performer. But, Blackmoon, she can play, but, doesn't do that great if she's not on set. Eric's roommate getting better, but he's still newer. Wolfgar didn't do that great that game. So, they're just a lot of middle-of-the-road type players. Well, yeah, Prod has way higher highs and lower lows, so this is going to be tough. And I would just say normally in these type of games, typically, the Smurf team tends to win. So if you have one person that's way better, they just tend to win more, you know what I mean? So that's why I would think Prod wins, because I think Burnham, he can just solo carry this game if he gets on a champ that he's really good at again.
I'm actually going to have to agree with you. I think if Burnham is on a carry champion that can out damage and outperform Jared on whoever his carry champion is, I do think that Burnham ends up pulling off this win. And I think that right now what we'll see is we'll probably see Shakna and Burnham down there in the bottom lane together, and then probably a Luna Black Moon with Jared down there in the bottom lane as well. And I think just based off of those two different sets down there, I think the edge goes to Burnham and goes to Shakna down there in the bottom lane. So we'll end up seeing how things pan out. The game is started. Drafting has begun. Let's see who the bans are going to be. Team Prod with the first ban of the day. Are we going to see target bans? I think you have.
I have really good news for you today.
What's that?
I did shower earlier.
I'm glad. First one of the week?
Like a few days.
Okay.
So I am smelling really fresh right now.
Pretty gross. Couple of days. Pretty terrible. First ban is going to be Kale. Pretty terrible. Couple of days. I shower every day.
Even on, well, actually, I would just be terrible if I was you. If you didn't have to like physically go to work.
Yeah, you just wouldn't shower?
Oh God, yeah, that'd just be terrible.
That's crazy.
I'd at least skip like 2 days every now and then.
That is crazy. I get in this. I like can't sleep if I'm not clean.
Okay.
Or at least like at my own house. But if I'm out and about, whatever, it's no factor.
Oh my God.
Big time Kate Zyra ban. We've got the Nico Kale ban. We have seen Starvin play a Kale, but I don't think it's worth banning, personally.
Yeah, I definitely her set is way better.
Yeah, I would have rather seen a set get banned here, but maybe we're missing on something that I don't know yet. I got a feel. Well, I don't know. I would like to see a Taric ban coming out of Team Starvin here, but with that being said, I think that, one would hope that Burnham knows that he's going to have to hard carry.
Oh, there's the Taric ban.
There's the Taric ban, but I think Burnham's going to have to hard carry to a point here that I think we're going to need to see big time plays and a big time champ coming out of him.
Oh, there's Vex. Excellent choice. She has actually second most hentai in the game, surprisingly.
That's a good stat line.
Mm-hmm. You'd be surprised by who number 1 is.
Vel'Koz.
It's Ari.
Oh, dang. That was actually kind of easy.
Mm-hmm.
Starvin's got that first pick. So it goes Starvin, Jared here. Let's see who these picks are going to be. Question is where are we going to see Jared playing? Is he going to be in the bot lane 80 carry? Is he going to be in the jungle in hopes to make plays happen? Are we going to see him play Trundle in the jungle? Are we going to see him play Trundle top lane? Starvin's picking that MF early on. Burnham and Jazzy going with the dynamic duo, the Zaya Rakan. That ought to be an interesting one to witness. I have not seen Jazztastic play Rakan often, but Rakan's being played a lot right now, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a very popular champ right now. I think the item he rushes is like the one that gives your whole team move speed, like the armor and health item. It's like a little supply bag or something like that. It's really good.
Leona being picked. I don't know who that Leona would be. Maybe Demi? Maybe Wolfgar? No, I don't know. Big time Lux being picked here. It has to lead us to believe that we're going to see Sprangus either pick that Swain or Tristana or, my God, a Warwick. I've never seen him play Warwick before, Eric.
Who's that? Sparring?
Yup.
Oh, no. I anticipate at least 80% of his ults missing.
Not what we want to see, honestly. Wait, are we about to see Warwick? No. Lucky's got to be jungling Brand. We don't want to see
it might be Warwick top.
We don't want to see Spar in jungle, Eric.
Why is it bad?
I have never seen him jungle in my entire career.
Okay.
Jared's deciding to play a little bit of Riven here.
Oh my
Riven
God.
into Sprangus on Warwick is going to be bad. It's going to be real bad. I just got to let you know now. But hey, we've been surprised multiple times, have we not?
Yeah, I'm really thinking Jared's just gonna steamroll Sparring, if I'm being honest. And this is why sometimes we feel obligated to step in and assign lanes. Because I feel like if he just absolutely steamrolls his lane and gets up to like 20-0, then that's not even a game anymore.
Yeah.
So hopefully we don't see that here. But he did
Yeah.
pick a tough champ. Riven is really hard. Riven is balanced around whoever's playing it doing attack animation cancels correctly.
Does Jared have that skill set?
Oh, no way. That stuff's hard.
That's what I figured. Now, let's take a look while we got some time waiting on the spectator delay. Let's take a look at the team comps across the board. Let's look at Team Prod right now. We've got Vex, Rakan, Zaya, Brand, and Warwick. Talk to me a little bit about that team composition and what they're going to have to do to engage fights and to pick up wins within these fights.
So remember I was saying before, the all-in comps that Zyra is good against? This would be a comp that Zyra would be really good against. Warwick has to all-in with his ult. Vex all-ins with her ult. Rakan all-ins with his ult. So their comp is more of an all-in-ish kind of comp, which is actually really good against Lux and Riven and MF. So I think, I think they have the advantage on team comp. But remember I was saying before with newer people, it's ease of execution on the champions, right? Trundle, you can't go wrong with that guy. He's just easy. You just right-click people and occasionally press Q. The worst you can do is like not attack animation. You can't go like auto Q auto. They might like unbuffer a Q. Oh no. And then Lux too, pretty easy. It's pretty straightforward. If you hit a Q, just all in that guy. Leona, point and click attacks. It's all the ease of execution is on team at Luna Blackmoon. So I think that she has a slight advantage, but burn him on Zaya. That's going to be really hard for them to beat, I think. Zaya's a really mobile champ. If he's running Ghost too, it's going to be really hard to lock that champ down. And Burnham's proven in the past he can 1v5. So it's basically going to be how good is Burnham? How can he 1v5 way?
Very true. Now let's talk about the flip side of that coin, which is Team Starvin, Team Luna Blackmoon. What are they going to have to do to keep these all-ins at bay?
I feel like we're there a little bit lucky, and this is why if I was this Misfortune, I would either go Comet or First Strike this game and try and I would max E, because an all-in comp like Zyra or Khan, you just want them to be at least like half health at all times. You don't have to necessarily kill them with pressure. You don't need to all-in them with lethality. You just need to make sure that they are low enough that they can't all-in you. So if you just spam E's on them with like First Strike or Comet, they should be poked enough consistently where they can't all-in you. So that's what I would do. I would just keep them really, really low at all times.
Well, we're certainly going to see if keeping them low is a game plan that they currently have, or if they're going to go down the path like we've always seen, which is just fuck it, we'll see what happens. If I were to be a betting man, I would say that they're going to go with that strat. Speaking of being a betting man, game's on the line, house is on the line, wife's on the line. Who wins this game, Eric?
Man, this is a tough one if I'm honest. I guess I would have to say I think it's going to be Team Luna Blackmoon that wins. Only because the two big differences here is I think who's going to carry more, Jared or Burnham? And Jared has the easier lane, I think. I think he's just going to absolutely steamroll Sparring. He even went Ignite, Sparring went TP. And then Burnham also is against, who is it? Demigod and Luna Blackmoon. They're better, I think, than Sparring. I think he's not going to be able to get as big of a lead on them as Jared will get on Sparring.
Well, game number 3 and the final game of the evening is underway. Place your bets. Go see your bookie, you degens. Get your money in now. Unfortunately, I'm actually going to have to go with Team Prod. I think Prod's going to pull this one out. I think the Burnham Shakna is going to be too strong, and I think that with a slight comprehension of pressing R on Brand will turn team fights into a bloody fire mess. And I think that Team Prod is going to pull this one off, but I do think it's going to come down to 2 major fights. Curse of the Caster. Remember the tweet. We're seeing a classic start here. Classic low ELO start. starting red with the leash for Lucky. Trundle is starting blue side, but no leash required.
I always go on that rant too. You don't need a leash. No jungler needs a leash ever.
Little early cheese. Demigod stepping up. Jazzy getting a massive ignite on. Ignite's going to be burned from Demigod. No kill to be found, but Jazztastic's taking a freaking ton of damage. And speaking of taking a ton of damage, Spartan's doing a great job of chunking out. Definitely not low. Shocknub with 25, a quarter HP left. That's
surprising enough. I was saying Jared's gonna hard carry and Burnhamar. They're both losing actually.
They're both losing hard right now. But how important is it for that health bar of Shockna for Demigod and Luna Blackmoon? The engage Rakan almost can't engage with that amount of health.
That's exactly why I was telling you earlier. The goal, you don't have to necessarily kill all engage or all in supports. You just have to keep them poked out enough that they can't all in. So now like Jessica's kind of useless.
Oh my goodness, and speaking of kind of useless, Jess is going to jump in.
Wow.
Kind of a good play there, actually, coming out of Jazz. Burnham did go with that ghost and is going to have to burn it there. A heal being popped by Luna Blackmoon kind of preemptively. Not really sure what's going on with that one. Three-minute start here. We'll take a look at the jungle. Burnham's going to step up and take a ton of damage early on. Shockna's doing a great job of stopping this fight each time. I'm impressed so far, Eric.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Speaking of being impressive, I thought for sure by now Riven would already have about 4 kills. Speaking of 4 kills, First Blood going down to Demigod on that Leona with a huge push in. Prod gonna go down and get executed. Sprangus doing a great job of staying alive for now. Ow, and the minions end up killing him. Wolfgar getting beat by his own freaking turret, but not for long. Flashing and picking up a kill. Wolfgar on the Trundle.
Yeah,
major
pretty
difference.
Amateur Trundle mistake. You don't want to leave a gap big enough for them to just walk through it. You should have put the pillar a little closer to the wall to make him walk all the way around it.
All the way around her.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, this is a prime example of a game where I say junglers don't need help. It's way better for every bot lane, mid lane, top. They should get lane prio. Just like how MF and Leona were able to get that tri-buff prio, and they just put them behind immediately. They couldn't push for level 2. They're already like 10 HP. All because the Trundle didn't need a leash at all.
Mm-hmm.
While Lucky needed a leash, it put his bot lane behind.
Rangus is doing a pretty aggressive job of fighting this wave right now, and definitely not low, knows how to play it. He's just going to let the minions kill him there.
Okay. It was a really good buy by Jared, rushing the anti-heal.
Yeah,
good job. You typically don't see that.
I am interested to see how this MF ends up playing out, because MF, as we all know currently, is just so unbelievably broken and so unbelievably fucking annoying. Sprangus getting stunned. Wolfgar working his way down to the bottom lane. The pillar is going to hit Shockna, but Jazzy's going to be able to jump out, but in the meantime, leaving Burnham to die. You really just hate to see that one. She decides to jump out and save her life, and not her AD carry. Big time kill. Going over to Wolfgar there. Excuse me, not Wolfgar. MF. MF got that kill. Fraud's doing a pretty terrible job of dodging these Qs from Eric's roommate.
Wow, this is what I was saying. Eric's roommate's getting really good really quick.
A hyperbolic time chamber.
Mm-hmm. He has almost highest CS out of at least the laners.
Void Grubs
Void
going
Grubs.
over.
Extremely overrated, I think. Yeah, I'm really disappointed in Burnham this game, honestly. We've never actually seen him lose lane at all.
Very true. Eric's roommate.
Oh, he missed.
Oh, Burnham stepping up. Shockness doing a pretty good job of keeping Luna Blackmoon at bay for the current moment in time.
This is another reason why I actually really don't prefer Ghost on AD carries. I prefer the combat of like a heal or exhaust for laning.
Right. You have always been a massive proprietor of the heal as opposed to Ghost.
Ghost is good. It's just really bad for lane. You have no prio ever.
Got a pretty big gap starting off here. 8 kills to 1 kill for Team Star or for Team Prod. Prod with that one singular kill. Prod's got to really start prioritizing not getting hit by Eric's roommate's Qs. Eric's roommate could be doing a lot of damage if he just press E a second time right when it's underneath him. I mean, just press it again, player. It is going to be Dragon number 1 going over to Team Luna Blackmoon, and I know we're only 7 minutes in. I know we're just under 8 minutes into this game, but it's feeling pretty one-sided right now. Feeling pretty one-sided right now. Let's take a look at the scoreboard. 3-1 in the top lane for Riven, which is kind of what we expected, honestly. Trundle's got that free kill. Lux, Eric's roommate's doing great in the mid lane. Kills all the way across the board down there on the bottom side. What's got to change for Team Prod to get this game swinging more in their favor?
I think Warwick needs to go more defensive, first of all. He needs some armor. He needs to quit dying. And then Prod needs to quit getting hit by every single Q. And we need to see Lucky actually do something. He just missed his spell and dies.
Well, how about instead of seeing something, how about we see Demigod flash in to burn him? The ultimate from Lux is there, but oh my goodness.
That was a good play by Burnham.
Leona ends up picking up that kill. Sprangus is trying his hardest, flashing in. Sprangus may be in trouble here.
Yeah, Jared has ult, so he can't fight this. If he stays, he's gonna lose now. Looks like he's gonna stay.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think we're gonna see it happen here. Oh my goodness. Unfortunate. Close, but unfortunate.
You know what? Sparn is putting up a good fight.
He is,
He's
truly.
losing, but they're pretty close.
He is. Now, will we be able to see as this game continues on? Let's say hypothetically this game ends up going to max time frame. Everybody's level 18. Do we see the Warwick eventually start to dominate this Riven?
Yeah, he should be able to win that really easily at some point. Because at some point, Riven's whole kit will only get him to will only take like a third of his health, and he can out-sustain that really, really easily. As long as he doesn't get bursted, he can out-sustain. But right now, he's just so far behind that he can't withstand the burst.
Now, as we see these team fights obviously ensue, who needs to be prioritizing? Who needs to be prioritized the most as these team fights continue? Oh my goodness, Prod. Again, if Eric's roommate would just press E again, that'd have been way quicker, you know. But we do love to see it. Free kill going down there. Take a look at the CS for the bottom lane. Burnham is up, but a fight is going to happen. Jazzy being able to negate the Luna Blackmoon ultimate. They're going to focus her now, knowing that she has no ultimate available. Jared is here in the bottom lane. They really wanted to pick up the kill on Luna, but it's not going to happen. Demigod is still pushing hard. Jared is there. Wolfgar is fighting in the top lane. Man, Team Starvin is up 10 kills. It might be 11 here. Negative. No fight to be had, and Void Grubs are going down. Shockna doing a great job to stop that ultimate right in its tracks, right as it was beginning there.
Yeah, that was really good played by Jessica. That's what I'm saying. Jessica has a pretty deep pool now. She's not just a Sona one trick anymore. She can play a lot of champs.
True. I agree. Not biased, by the way. Not biased. We've got the little Void Grubs. I'm interested to see. Oh my goodness! I love the aggression. I'm interested to see how Prod ends up turning this 0-3 around right now. I think we'll end up seeing, shockingly, I think we'll end up seeing Prods. Yeah, don't press it again. Nice ult. Oh my god. But Eric! 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 Eric, please! The hyperbolic time chamber just got hard reversed.
He's going. Needs to be cooked a little bit longer.
Oh my goodness
Got let out at
gracious!
medium rare.
Jess is trying her hardest to keep this fight rolling. She ults, charmed his Luna Black Moon. Burnham's trying to get away with his life, but Demigod is on him like a fly on shit. And Shakna is just going to be stuck there and having to flash away. That last auto doesn't do it. Speaking of not doing it, Prod. Oh, just walking into a tiger patch. My goodness. We are looking at 2 kills for Team Prod versus 14 for Team Starvin. And Sprangus may not make it out of this one alive. Oh!
Wow. He could also just ulti away.
Oh!
Ulti on the tower. Yeah, he just died with ult.
Very unfortunate indeed. 15 kills for Team Luna Black Moon, and it is looking tough. Everybody's doing a great job of just smashing their face into the Lux queue. We're just doing a great stuff.
Yeah, honestly, this game is just looking really bad for every lane. It doesn't look like anyone on Team Sparn's doing well.
Yeah.
And like I was saying before, I told you this last community game night. I like to see my judgment for who wins is based on like the good players, like the list of players on how they're supposed to perform, right?
Right?
So Burnham is one that I would expect to play well, and he just isn't this game.
Yeah, he isn't indeed. Prod almost was able to secure himself his first kill of the game, but unfortunately he's not. And we are going to see Demigod flash in on Burnham. The ultimate from MF is going to be negated yet again. Ultimate from Burnham is going to come out, but it's not going to be enough to do really anything. Prod's just going to walk right into that E and wear it here in the mid. Q is going to miss for the first time for Eric's roommate. Congratulations. Yeah, this is looking pretty rough. But, you know, again, we talk about these kills. Look at the gold differential. They're up 13 kills, and we're looking at 3K, 3,400 gold.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all.
Not bad at all. I think we see some objectives get picked up and some shutdown gold start going the proper way, and things may turn around, although I may have spoken too soon because here comes a beefer of a player, Jared, on the Riven, coming in hot down here. Gonna not be able to steal it. They need to take their win and walk away. Sprangus is doing a great job. He's got to fucking do it. And as a matter of fact, he does. Demigod's nearby, but he's flashing away. Will they be able to hold on to this for a moment in time? Shakna's diving in. Wants this MF bad. She really needs it, and she does get it, but on the opposite side of the map, down goes Sprangus in that top lane. Jessica survives that dodge, by the way. And they pick up first tower in the bottom lane with objective bounties.
That was a big swing. Now they're only down 1,500 gold.
Pretty
they
good.
Got the first tower.
Oh.
They got the shutdown. They got shutdown on Jared.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Burnham deciding that he wants this fight right now. Will Eric's roommate be able to survive? He's serpentining as best he can. Big time serpentine. We love the serpentine.
Mm-hmm. He's rushing that first Malignance item. Very good on Lux. It's her staple item right now.
We've got pings going down. Let me get this pulled up here. And an ultimate from Demi. Say goodbye to Lucky, my God. Lucky once was, and that is absolute past tense. They're here. I got a feeling there's going to be a little bit of confidence coming from Shakna and Burnham down here in the bottom lane. I think we're going to see a couple of fights kind of go down. Huge flash from Prod. Just stay alive. Jared flashing over the wall to ultimate prod. Proddington 0-5 in the mid lane. Just tough. And that's going to be mid tier 1 tower going down for Team Luna Black Moon. How many roots do you think Prod's avoided? I can count them on one hand.
I don't think I've seen Prod ult yet, if I'm being honest.
I have not one singular time.
Yeah, I don't think he's used the ability.
And that's going to be another tower flashing into the queue is Lucky, whiffing everything across the board. Eric's roommate doing a great job of stepping up and keeping this keeping the boys on their toes.
The key to maximizing damage as Lux is you have to weave in at least 2 auto attacks. So when you hit Q, you go Q auto to detonate the passive, then you go E auto, and then you ult auto.
Keep that in mind, boys, for the next time you're playing Lux.
Yeah. It's just, if you notice, Eric's roommate's barely not killing all these people every time.
Yes.
The autos would probably add an extra like 300 damage.
Oh my goodness. Sprangus is going deep and an ultimate from Brand. Will he have enough damage? Not even close. Prod still with that.
Barnes still has ult, or Prod still has ult to use it.
Although Burnham is here, Burnham does pick up a kill on Luna Black Moon. Demigod may be in trouble. Trundle is nearby.
Jared.
Just so, yeah, Jared is here to freaking show off some parkour. The ultimate from Eric's roommate doing a ton of damage. Almost able to pick up a kill is Burnham, but he's not strong enough just yet. 25 kills for Team Luna Black Moon. 5 kills for Team Prod. This is a bloodbath, boys. This is a bloodbath. What does Team Prod have to do right now to get themselves back into this fight?
Heck.
Or is it just too far gone?
What in the heck? Oh, it's that thing. Okay. Wait. Oh, yeah, it is. I saw in the chat, it said, where is it? It says Leona purchased Oracle Lens, and I was like, that item hasn't been in this game for like 4 years. So I was thinking Oracle's Elixir.
Oh.
Then I was like, wait, where's this item? I thought it might have been a new item they brought back. But no, it's a sweeper.
Speaking of a sweeper, we're looking at one massive fight right now. MF doing a ton of damage from that backline for free. Lux is going to kill Brand. Warwick's going to go down as well. Prod stepping up, trying his best, but oh my goodness, that cube lands on land, that's for sure. Riven wasn't even there for that fight, unfortunately, and that can't bode well.
Yeah, I'm not really seeing much of a path to victory here.
I'm not
Between
either.
the 0-6 jungle and the 0-6 mid. And I think Prod still hasn't ultied.
I'm not too sure, but Burnham is going to take the blunt force of definitely not low here. He's got to be careful. She's willing to go to the deep end right now. It's starting to feel like we probably should have stepped in on this one. Although it is kind of even.
I thought it was
kinda
closer, if I'm
even.
being honest. I wasn't expecting mid to be this much of a stomp, and I wasn't expecting Burnham to. I was expecting mid to go even and Burnham to be about as fed as Jared is.
Yeah, same traffic, but unfortunately, we're looking at the opposite side of that coin right now. 29 kills for Team Luna Black Moon. It's a heater. And they are setting up down here in the bottom lane. Luna Black Moon's going to get booped up. Luna Black Moon is now charmed and taking a ton of damage from Burnham. Burnham finally picks on one up. Demigod is staying in this fight as best he can. Will Burnham be able to pick this one up? They got to give it to him, and they do indeed. A double kill goes over to Burnham. That's gonna stop the bleeding for a very short amount of time, but any type of blood loss being stopped is always a good thing, I reckon.
I agree.
If anything, it's a confidence boost that, hey, we can still fight. The question is for how long. I know we've had this conversation in the past where you've said, hey, if you're playing Trundle in the jungle and you are split pushing waves and pushing out side lanes, you're doing it wrong. But yes. I have noticed in extremely low ELO, because that's where I live, that tends to work way more than I ever would have thought in my entire career. Like a split pushing Trundle, I don't know if I've ever won against it. Ever. There's just no coordination to be able to stop him. Regardless, the objectives are still getting done without him. What, if anything, is Team Prod going to be able to do if Trundle continues to split push these side lanes? Huge, thanks for your insight.
Hold on, Peach is asking.
Oh.
Which wants me to clean? What are we cleaning?
You're not cleaning right now. We're watching a game, Eric.
Okay.
I guess that's fair. It is kind of a blowout.
No, that's one of Demon.
Looking like we're going to get a little ARAM going on here.
Hey.
All teams are grouping up mid. Doing a great job of clearing these waves. We might be setting up for a Baron. Leona's nearby. Vision is there. No poke is really happening. Nothing is a blowout. This is winnable. Winnable. Actively doubting. Speaking of actively doubting, Burnham is in a world of hurt, but his ultimate saves his life for the moment in time. Rooted and suppressed goes Leona. Leona's going to walk out of that with her life currently. Wolfgar and MF are pushing aggressively and hard. Luna Blackmoon is barely alive. Sprangen Noodle is getting caught out. He went way too deep, but he does find a kill on Leona finally. Jared's going to be jumping in. Definitely not low. Is taking a ton of tower damage for the moment in time. He's down, and the only one that is left up is Lux. Wow. What a fight. I cannot believe that the only person that is up right now is Eric's roommate. Wow. Wow.
Okay, I'm back.
Whew. Wow.
It smells like poof.
Lux says easy. He didn't know how to type it.
Oh, it's Wolfgar again. I love that this guy starts throwing in some BM every now and then.
Me too. I love it. A little bit of BM from Lux there, which is kind of a crazy BM, being as he's the only one that's left alive.
So this is something you should know. If you press X and look at the gold, do you see how Zai is actually ahead of MF in gold? Do you know why? CS. He's up 60 CS.
Oh,
CS
wow,
is really
yeah.
valuable.
That is very true. She's up 70 CS. And we're seeing this is their Soul Dragon right now. Shakna is in and is doing God's work so far. Demigod's deep. Lux is doing what she can from the back line with her ultimate. MF drops an ultimate and picks up a kill on Brand. Warwick's going to go down as well. Shakna wants in. Charmed is MF. Down she goes. Wolfgar is taking the blunt force of some damage actively. Demigod's going to go in with an ultimate and a huge E to CC the boys, but not enough damage. Wolfgar's still alive. Eric's roommate's still alive, but take a look, and the Legion of Doom pushing in the top lane is definitely not low. Gonna pick up that top tower. Burnham is still alive and has to recall to deal with this Riven. Or is she not? Wolfgar's actually gonna stay.
Yeah, I don't think anyone can even contest this Riven other than Warwick.
Oh no. Jared is taking a lot of damage. Say goodbye. Shutdown gold is there.
Okay.
Let's take a look at this dragon right now. Burnham has been doing a relatively good job of belaying this dragon for the moment in time. But unfortunately, that's going to be Soul. Wow. We're seeing some pretty good fights happening, surprisingly. Possible comeback? It's definitely not low right now. Could you stop? Thank you. Burnham is playing out of his mind.
Yeah, Burnham is showing why he doesn't deserve to go low pick every time.
Speaking of going low pick, it looks like they're going to be setting up for a Baron right now. Team Luna Black Moon wants the Baron. Riven is up. Brand and Vex are both stuck bottom side. They do have vision. Demigod and Eric's roommate are prepping this as well. They're clearing out as much vision as they can. Team is split. We've got Wolfgar and Riven on the right side. We've got Lux, MF, and Demigod hanging out along the top side. A collapse is happening. Unfortunately, catches are being had. The ultimate from Lux from deep behind does a ton of damage. Demigod's going to go down. Brand's going to go down. Prod's going to go down as well. Jared is going to die in the mix of that fight. Sprangen Noodle's going to go down as well. Luna Blackmoon's in trouble. Eric's roommate is hurt. 1K quadra kill. Gold goes over to Burnham. It is a massive turnaround fight. Holy fuckamole. We were talking about gold. We were talking about the distribution of wealth. And you want to talk about keeping the poor poor and making the rich richer. Take a look at the gold for Burnham right now on Zaya. 13K gold. Almost up 4K gold on the counterpart in the bottom lane. Almost up 100 CS on the counterpart in the bottom lane. Oh my God. Ladies and gentlemen, they say don't tilt. They say GG easy mindset. They say every game is winnable. And we're looking at a primetime example of this right now.
Yeah, this Burnham is just playing really incredible. This is exactly what we were saying before. We're expecting him to pop off and Jared to pop off. And he had a rough start, but he's definitely playing well now.
Definitely playing well indeed. Speaking of definitely, let's look at Definitely Not Low, who is also now behind in gold. There is no one on their team that is beating Burnham in gold actively. Lucky's going to step up into this Trundle. Fleeing away goes Trundle. We really need to see Vex start to do literally anything at this point in time.
Mm-hmm.
Split pushing is Riven down there in the bottom lane. They're pinging it. They know that it's happening. Warwick's going to back for this. They're going to do their best to clear out as much vision as they can without taking too much damage. Warwick has back to deal with this Riven. Up 2 levels, suppressed and ulted is Riven right now, but meanwhile there's a fight happening in front of the Baron. Demigod is taking a ton of damage in the blunt force trauma. Burnham's going to pick up a kill. His ultimate whiffs everyone in sight. Vex finally lands something and the ultimate comes about, but Warwick is currently dead in that lane. They're going to all have to recall, but Wolfgar's not going to let him. Wolfgar's not going to let him. Blue team's turret has gone down. Burnham's going to try his best to pick this one up, but instead he's going to get it smited away from him. Burnham's doing a great job, and he is doing so much damage. It is unbelievable. Shakna desperately needs help down here, though. Jared is doing God's work, and help has officially arrived. Prod is here. Will they be able to pick up the kill on Jared on his way out? No. 2 inhibitors down. But man, we are seeing. God, we've been talking about the old Burnham, but he's showing it right now. He should be your number 1 pick, ladies and gentlemen.
This is actually, if you take a look, do you notice the item that Burnham has? His first item?
His first item is the Blood Song.
Yep. So this is actually the current meta that is getting patched out. Next patch, actually, this Thursday, is the current meta for bot lane is to go double support item.
Mm-hmm.
The ADC goes to support item, and the support goes to support item. And then it essentially, at around 10 minutes, puts you like 1,000 gold up. That's like, what, a little over 3 kills worth of gold instantly. Mm-hmm. So it's being patched out, but it's a little bit of a problem right now. I'm glad Burnham keeps track of this stuff.
One thing we need to mention is the consistent side lane pushing of Riven. They seem to have, this is their 3rd attempt at this Baron right now. And everybody is seeming to have to deal with this Riven in the side lane. Mm-hmm. Lucky is going to set up here. It is a great opportunity for his ultimate, but unfortunately it's not going to be enough to really do anything. No one is anywhere near in sight right now, but can you blame them? Riven is doing a great job of pushing out these waves. She's going to be able to hopefully get this inhibitor, but she's not going to. We've got ghosts being applied, flashing in and CCing. Down goes Jared, but down goes the Baron Nashor to Team Luna Black Moon. 1 inhibitor left to their name. All towers are down. Super minions are pushing. And it looks like Team Luna Black Moon's getting set up for this Elder Dragon, which spawns in 18 seconds.
This game's kind of on Team Luna Black Moon to lose it, if anything. As long as they don't get aced, they can consistently pressure a side lane to get a free win. So as long as like Trundle's alive, if 4 of them die, it doesn't really matter. They can't win off that. They don't have enough pressure. They're shoved into their base. So as long as one of them stays alive at any given time, and it's not Leona, then they can keep pressuring.
Absolutely right.
Base.
It does seem there needs to be a priority to keep Burnham alive in any and all fights. Jared is currently dead. It is a 4v5. If they can get in here and set this up, this could be the tide changer that they need.
I would have really liked to see somebody on Team Spawn, anybody actually, build a Knight's Vow.
Hold that thought. We've got fights going down. Demigod is in there deep. The Elder Dragon does go over to Team Luna Black Moon, but Wolfgar's taking a ton of damage. Coming from the back line is definitely not low. Burnham is dead. All players are dead. That is got to be it. GG's. The ace of a lifetime. Man, it really looked like they were going to be able to pull that one off in a 4v5 inside Elder.
We were saying too, Prod or Jessica didn't even ult that fight, unfortunately. Sparrin died with ult up. Luna Black Moon still has ult up. Just nobody using their ults in the last fight. Hate to see it.
Unfortunately, you do indeed hate to see it. But GG's across the board. Team Luna Black Moon picking up the win. Massive game 3 of the evening. Huge. I did ult, but went too deep. You hate to see it. It showed that your ult was still up there, so unless it's on like a 4-second cooldown. Maybe it is.
Jessica is so cool.
Let's take a look at this after action report. My God, look at Burnham's damage. Unfortunately, he takes the L, but all they needed to really do is play around him and make sure that he was alive in every single fight humanly possible. Whew. What a game. What a win. Let's have a quick chat with team captain. By the way, a very timid team captain, one that didn't want to be a part of anything, coming in and picking up an incredible W. Starvin, welcome aboard. Welcome to the Cashers booth. How are we feeling after such an incredible win?
I broke my loss streak as captain.
You did break your loss streak as captain. That's pretty big. Let's get some claps for that. Pretty huge. Starvin, how did things feel for you and Demigod down there in the bottom lane? Is this the first time you guys have been able to play together?
I've played with him a couple of times for community game nights, but I don't think we've ever done bot lane together, my knowledge at least. But it was pretty good. He was coaching me the whole time pretty much. I don't really play ADC, but his coaching was really needed. He was calling great plays down there.
Absolutely huge. Well, we love to see it. It was an incredible game for us to cast up here. Eric, what questions you got for young Starvin here?
Is this Starvin?
Yes.
Yes.
Hey, Starvin.
Hi, Eric.
That's my
Who
captain.
were you that game?
MF.
You're MF? Let's see. No, you did really great. I never see you ADC. What was going on your team's comms for you to go ADC and not top lane?
So originally we wanted Eric's roommate to go jungle, but he was placed as mid, and then we had Wolfgar. Sorry. Him and Beeve were gonna be the jungler, one of the two, and then the other one was gonna be top lane. And then so that pretty much took everything. And then Demigod called in the beginning that he wanted to do support, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. Let him play support. I've played ADC before. Let's just do it. And yeah, it was good choices all around.
Pretty huge. No, Jared, it's okay. Well, listen, incredible game, Starve. One that we are a very big fan of. Do you have anything you'd like to say to people before we get you out of here?
Sorry, Beeve, and sorry, Lo. I mixed you guys up. I'm so sorry.
Don't be sorry. I do it literally all the time. GG, Starve. All right, let's have a quick chat with the unfortunate losing team captain, Prod. What was going on, man?
I'm gonna be honest. I knew it was gonna go downhill when I forgot to take teleport instead of ignite.
Teleport instead of ignite.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was the turning factor there.
Yeah, for me at least. And
Okay.
that was like my second game on Vex.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
One
And
thing.
by the way, from now on, I'm banning Lux for literally everybody because every time Lux is in the game, it's fucking no. Whether
me,
it's
I get
sparring
it.
or Dina or Eric's room or who did I go up against?
Yeah, Eric's roommate.
Yeah, Eric's roommate.
Yeah, no, I'm
Yeah,
tracking with you on
fuck
that.
Lux.
I'm tracking with you on that entirely, and I could see why, because I can count on one hand how many Qs you dodged from Eric's roommate. It was pretty terrible. Eric, do you have any questions for Prod before we get him out of here?
Let's see. Prod.
¿Qué estás haciendo?
Eric, what the fuck are you doing right now? You either ask a question or I'm fucking getting him out of here.
Okay, go ahead.
Jesus, get Prod. Fucking bye. Fuck you. Terrible play style. Terrible game. Fucking Christ, Eric. Jesus, shut up. Game 3 is in the books. GG's all the way. Shut up. I'm doing my outro. Okay? Make sure you guys are subbed to the YouTube. Make sure you guys are here. Join in on community game nights. We'll see you soon. Fuck you, Eric. Jesus.